Hello and welcome to Collector Creations. In this video we're going to look at The Boy and the Heron, the new... It's not Shout Factory per se, it is Shout Studios release. So this is actually the slipcover, which is nice. It's always nice. I could have gotten the Steelbook release, but it was like 20 extra bucks. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I've got like all the other Miyazaki films in this one big box set, so it's like, I guess I just gotta have one separate, that bastard. If he had kept retiring, anyway, it doesn't matter. But this is a, simple enough artwork. It's the same artwork that the standard version has underneath it. It does actually come with a sticker emphasizing the fact that it's an Academy Award-winning film, which is nice. You get the spine has all the little dudes on it. It also has a Studio Ghibli logo in 4K UHD, which I believe is the first time that's ever happened. And yeah, so it's the same on both sides. No real differences. And look, it's nice enough, It does emphasize enough of the technical aspects, but there's a lot of stuff I feel like it doesn't mention, and it doesn't really categorize a lot of it specifically, so I'm going to dive into that. Of course, the set itself is just a standard case. It's a slight bit thicker, but it's mostly just the regular size case you could expect for this. You do have your 4K disc and your Blu-ray disc, the 4K having a little 4K sticker, which again has the Ghibli icon, which is nice. Ghibli, I never remember. And I've been to the goddamn museum. But yeah, no reversible sleeve. Disc for the Blu-ray is region A locked, but the 4K is all regions. Inside it came with a little pamphlet to be like, hey, you can buy all this stuff. Look at all these steelbooks. So, of course, with the latest Boy and the Heron steelbook design and all the other releases. I believe these are all just US releases, but I think you can get some of the steelbooks in the UK as well. So, worth noting if you're in the UK. It comes with a poster, which is really nice. It's a different artwork poster, which I appreciate. I think this is like maybe the theatrical or a teaser poster or something, but it is The Boy and the Heron. It's literally what the movie is. Yeah, it's nice. Looks good enough, It's small but not too small. It's fine. It's a poster. And then you get a booklet, which is also an extra little bonus, which I do like. It doesn't have much on the back, but it does stipulate. It's an introduction. It's a little. Basically a message from Miyazaki talking about the making of the film. It has extra art, which I would have liked reversible artwork with that, because that was like the teaser art. A screen grab from inside as well. And yeah, feature film proposal notes. Can we make a feature film? Issues with the director. I like how it says issues with the director as if the director had issues. But like, this director, it's issues the director had. But yeah, so it's a little essay just talking about the making of the film. And yeah, it works quite well. It has some extra little notes as well. It's cool. It's nice. It's all by Miyazaki in July of 2016. So, because it's one of those films that was meant to be a 3-year-long film production-wise and became 7 years long. The case on the inside actually stipulates all the details. I didn't actually realize that, which is good, because the slipcover doesn't. There's the 2 discs, 4K and the Blu-ray. The 4K is just the film. It comes with Dolby Atmos for the English, Dolby Atmos for the Japanese. It comes with audio description. It has Spanish Dolby Digital 5.1, English audio description Dolby Digital 5.1, subtitles in English, English SDH, Spanish, and French. So it's mostly just for the Dolby Vision and for the Dolby Atmos is the kicker for the 4K disc. It is an upscaled disc from 2K to 4K, but I do think it looks better than the standard Blu-ray that it comes with. The Blu-ray it comes with does look nice. It has a marginally lower bitrate, for example, but of course the 4K gives it more breathing room. The Dolby Vision gives it a slight uptick with its colors, nothing exaggeratory or anything. Like, the film looks reasonably the same on both versions. There is just a healthier look to the 4K itself. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I imagine most of this was done in computers. I don't really know, actually. There's an essence of it that still has a Ghibli hand-drawn kind of style, but I don't really think they do that much anymore. That being said, though, The Blu-ray disc, which is a 1080p transfer, has Japanese DTS Master Audio 7.1, English DTS Master Audio 7.1, Spanish Dolby Digital 5.1, and English Audio Description Dolby Digital 5.1, with English, SDH, Spanish, and French subtitles. The subtitles on both are clear and consistent. They're all down below on the screen. They're not in the way of the image or anything. It seems very traditional anime style. It's white on black background. It's easy to read, easy to understand. I have only seen the film in English before because when we saw it in cinema, we didn't have much choice with watching it. So I've only seen the English version before, but it's nice that I can now watch the Japanese version and in the Dolby Atmos, which sounds wonderful. Like, the musical score really flows throughout the room. The effects aren't too explosive or anything, depending on the scene itself. It's quite a quiet, peaceful film for a lot of the runtime, but obviously the scenes that have the exaggerated effects, they do come and shine throughout the soundtrack. It sounds amazing, but it's mostly the music that is emphasized throughout the 7.1, but at the same time, the Atmos and even the Blu-ray's DTS 7.1 both sound fantastic. Of course, we'll get into special features. So we have the feature-length storyboards, which sounds long, and it's because it is. It's the whole runtime of the film with subtitles and audio track as storyboards. And these can vary for different styles, but the most consistent seems to be a basic palette of what the image should look like through the main portion of the scenes without character movements, and a lot of the images are landscape kind of images. It's, it's almost traditional Ghibli anime style where it's, big. I mean, if you've seen the film before, you know that it's like there's a lot of just big images of just what's happening, like just the background details of the characters moving throughout the screen. A lot of still camera angles and whatnot, but it's nice. It's an interesting way to watch the film. It almost feels like you'd be watching a raw cut of it. So, if you want to take a look for the artistic value, I love that it's there. It's only on the Blu-ray disc. All the special features are only on the Blu-ray disc, but it's nice that it's there. And again, that Blu-ray disc is Region A locked. You do also have a interview with the composer, who is Joe Hisashi, which is 10 minutes long, and again is a nice video interview of him talking about his work on the film, his work with Miyazaki beforehand, and how he got a sense and feel of doing the score. And it's nice because it plays the score as well during the background and cuts to some scenes to obviously emphasize this point. So it's a nice little featurette. You also have interview with producer Toshio Suzuki, which is 5 minutes long, which is basically just him explaining how the film came to be, how he was talking to Miyazaki's wife about this heron and whatever, because they kept having a heron fly through their house, whatever. And it's mostly just talking about the conception of the film and some of the actual production details as well. So it's short, but it's sweet. It's a nice little interview. There is the interview with the supervising animator, who is Takeshi Honda. There is also drawing with Takeshi Honda. Both of these are 20 and 27 minutes long each. The 20-minute long video starts with him drawing, but then it's just an interview with him and how he, got out of school and really wanted to learn how to animate and all this kind of stuff. So it basically details how he started as an animator before getting into working with Ghibli and working on the film. Ghibli, oh my god, that's going to really... I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I always say it wrong. But the 27-minute long video is him drawing different characters, drawing different moods, and it's a really interesting look, as well as having some cute little toys to the side, which are obviously all Ghibli and anime inspired, which is it's nice. It's nice that they've basically gone this extra length to give you basically an hour of runtime, almost, with just this one guy. And then there's the Spinning the Globe music video, which is 5 minutes long and is subtitled as well. All of these have English subtitles automatically applied. There is also teaser trailers and trailers. So yeah, as an overall, I think the film could have benefited from a commentary track, but I don't really feel like Miyazaki would be the one to do that. I don't think Miyazaki's really the one to talk about his films that much, which I don't dislike. I like that we still get more to it than just a nice looking picture. I like that they actually put in the effort to talk to these guys who worked on the film. It's definitely a version that is arguably a good basis for what the film could be in terms of a Blu-ray release. if there was more put into it, like, again, I don't know, the essay is a nice touch from Miyazaki. You could easily interview more people about it, about making the film and all that, but I think for what we get, it's a good coverall, and it's not a overabundance of special features, but yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those films that maybe if we're lucky in a couple more years, we'll get another release that has more special features, that dives deeper into the film, into the reception of it, talks about the film in a feature-length commentary, film historian style. But for the most part, as a good, basic way to get this film, it's really good. It's the only way to get it with its English that I know of currently, and I had to import it. I actually got it from Outrun DVD, so I was pretty happy with that. And again, it came with a slipcover, which is always nice. And the booklet and the poster, all nice little things to just make it a prettier looking package. So where I put it on the shelf, I don't really know, because my, Miyazaki set's all the way up there. Big white set. But I'll probably just put it in the regular B section. But video looks nice. I mean, I don't really know if it needed much improvement over what it already looked like in the cinema, but it looks good. The 4K looks great. The Dolby Vision is a nice extra uptick. The standard Blu-ray still looks good, so if you want to just get that, it still works, and that houses all the special features. So, yeah, but of course, Region A locked Blu-ray, Region 3 4K UHD. The Atmos track sounded good. There's no alternative versions, so if your system isn't capable of playing more than that, I imagine it will down mix automatically, which might be a bit disgruntling for some. Maybe if it had a 5.1 track available, that would have been nice, just in case, or even just a stereo track. Yeah, that's what it is for now, and that's the best we get. So I'm happy with the release. I'm happy to have it, and yeah, feel free to take a gander and find it for yourself if you're interested. If not, I don't know, stream it on Crunchyroll. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.